Okay. So welcome everybody. So this is our business builders. Oh, hi Deb Murphy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
And Gwendy's here. Yay. And Terry DeRoe, did you get your thing in your email from me?
I don't believe I did.
Check your email because I sent you it yesterday. Your Crazy Train present.
Okay.
Okay. So this is our business builders. I'm so excited to have you guys on this and to well, let me do this. I want to let you guys know, some of you, we've got some people, I want to introduce some directors that we do have on the call, because we do have some joined groups. This is not only just the Veerling organization. We have some of the Terry Bales Nichols team is here as well. So we've got some, that's fun. So we've got people all over the country here too, which is really good for us as well. But so why don't I do this first? I'll introduce directors that are on here, and then I'll sort of go through some basics, and you know, we'll sort of do a little bit tonight, and then sort of what's to come. So my name is Anna Veerling. I'm a senior director here in Monmouth, Maine, and then we also have, I'm just going around. So Amy Dolan is on here. She's a director, also Monmouth, Maine. She's on the Veerling organization. Terry Bales Nichols is in Athens, Illinois, and she's a director here. She is not on the Veerling organization. She's just my bestie. So she just gets sucked into everything. And we also have Jen Howe was here, but I see she disappeared. She's our other director that's on here as well. I know some of you are on different teams as well, but those were the directors that were on here. So a lot of times when we go through at the beginning and stuff, I'll have you guys sort of talk. I won't have the directors talk. So is there an echo of me? Okay. Yeah. What I'm going to have you guys do is to mute yourself, because probably what's happening is it's coming. So if everybody, do you see on your thing how you can mute in the, somewhere on your screen you can mute, maybe in the bottom left-hand corner?
Top right corner, the 3 blue dots. Once you hover over that, you can hit the mute.
If not, I will mute you for you if you want me to. Okay. Hi, Shannon. We're all muting just because there's, oh, I don't hear as much echo. So somebody, whoever muted, somebody muted and we got rid of the echo. Okay. So, so a lot of times when we at the beginning, I'll have the directors sort of will be not existent in this, because we really want to hear from you guys and be able to help you guys to grow. So here's the reason why you guys, and what this training is, why you guys were asked if you wanted to be a part of this, is because your director realized that there's the possibility that maybe you want to be doing some more for your business, or at least learning more about your business so that you can do more. So and when we talk about this, and we do a lot, we're going to talk about some statistic-wise, where Pampered Chef and where Doris Christopher from the beginning said, if you want to grow your business, this is sort of where you want to be. But what's great about this is you're going to get a lot of basics. We're going back to basics on this. And you're going to, you make your decision. You make your decision what fits for you, what fits for your business, what success is personal to you. Now, again, we'll talk about if you really want to start building what maybe would be the best goals or action plans for you, but you really make that decision for that. So you were asked, and I know that you accepted to do this because you did want some more of this. And again, the purpose is to go through the basics of Pampered Chef and of the business, and to be able to help you grow. What's really exciting about this is we've got brand new consultants on this call. We've got consultants that have been around the block for a few years even, and are just sort of wanting to step this back up, get back down to basics. That's really fun for all of us, I think, is to hear and to do the hear the differences. What I'm going to tell you, and we sort of did this in the post, in that pinned post, what's required of you is to commit to tonight, and then the next Sunday nights for these calls. Again, it's so important. Hope you guys will find that, but I know the consultants that have been through it and are live on these calls really get a lot more out of it, accountability wise, but also just sort of hearing what everybody else is doing. I know personally for me, and again, I've been doing this for 16 years, when I miss a live call, whether it's from the home office or any other kind of meeting, if I've got to go back and listen to the recording, like I never do. Like I don't know what my deal is. I have a really hard time like sitting back. I would much rather do it done with the time that it's allotted. So 7:30 on Sunday nights, except for a Labor Day weekend. I hope you noticed on the schedule that's posted in there that it's actually on the Monday night. We're going to actually do it Labor Day evening at 7:30, just in case people are gone for the weekend and stuff like that. So there will be a little bit of homework that you'll actually have a little bit of homework tonight for this week. But again, this is not like anything that's like total like hours and hours, and it all really pertains exactly to what we're talking about. So it's pretty much what, if we're going to talk about something specific about your business, I want the homework to be putting that into action, because that's really, you can go to as many trainings as you want, but unless you put it in action in your own business, then it really makes no difference at all. Right, Krista? Yeah, you might as well just not have been taken the time. So I want to make sure that the time you're investing into this, that you're going to get something out of it as well. So let's do this. I would love to just go around so we can sort of get to know each other a little bit. This will be fun. So you'll have to unmute yourself to do this. And I'll sort of call you like how you're going to make. But what I would love for you to do is just tell us where you're from, how long you've been in the business, let's say, and why don't you tell us really brief what your why is, like why you want to build your business. Why, is it to make a car payment? Is it to put your kids through college? Is it to just, get some foundation, just to get shows going so that you could get out of the house? Like whatever your why is, briefly, because we're not going to take all night with this. But I think it's interesting, because that's a big thing, is to figure out why everybody is doing this, because it usually is a different reason. So Pam Kerr, you were the first on, so you get to go first. So where do you live, Pam?
Modesto, Illinois.
Okay, so she's another Illinoiser. So, and then Pam, how long have you been a consultant?
Just a couple weeks over a year.
Yeah, you just had your anniversary. Awesome. Why do you want to build your business, Pam?
Just for the extra money. We live in a house that's about half finished.
Oh.
So I would like the house finished. Yeah.
That's a good why. Awesome. Good. We're glad you're here. Tori, you're next.
Hi,
Hi, Tori. Where do you live, Tori?
South Paris, Maine.
Okay. And you have the twins,
I do.
the babies.
Yep, I have a 14-year-old daughter and twins, boy and a girl, who will be a year old in a week from today.
And one fell asleep during dinner.
Yes. Yeah, that's a common thing for Peyton. She likes to do that.
So, Tori, and how long have you been a consultant?
May.
So very recently. And then how about this? What, why do you want to build your business?
Well, I started it basically just to help my husband with bills, because I'm a stay-at-home mom now. So I always worked before, so I was bringing in more income. But I do mostly virtual parties. And so I like to meet new people.
Good. That's
and
awesome.
Like have adult interaction because
Thank
I'm with
you.
you all day.
Totally get it. Totally get it. Good. Yay, Tori. All right, Krista Boyle.
Hi.
Where do you live?
Jay, Maine.
How long have you been a consultant?
A little over 5 years.
Yeah. And why do you want to build your business?
Because I'm a single person trying to support myself with medical bills, and I teach, and we all know how much money teachers make, so I need to pay my bills. And I have wonderful friends now. And I buy a lot of wood products, so.
This is good. All right. Moving along. Debbie Murphy. Where do you live, Debbie Murphy? Now you live somewhere new because you have a new house.
Yes, I live in Auburn, Maine,
Yeah.
and I have been a consultant for a hot minute,
Yes.
since about June. And I want to build my business so that I can furnish my house with new Pampered Chef products.
Yay! Good reason.
Used my wine opener for the first time tonight.
Yeah.
And it was really slick.
Yeah, good. Awesome. Good. We're glad you're here, Debbie. And Gwendy.
Thank you.
Gwendy, where do you live?
I live in Bodenham, Maine. I've been a consultant for a little over 10 months, and I need to build my business to make some money. I mean, I'm retired. My husband's disabled, so we need the income.
Okay. Good reason. Awesome. All right, Vicki Labonte, where do you live?
I also live in Bodenham, Maine,
And-
and I've been a consultant off and on for a few years.
A few.
So recently back on. And what was the other part of that?
Why do you want to build your business?
Right, what's my why? At this point, it's so I can begin to have some interaction outside of myself. It's been a long year with a lot of stuff going on, and also I'm no longer working my full-time job, so this will help to supplement, is hopefully my goal. Get
Awesome.
my business back on track.
Good. Well, we're glad you're back. It's
Thanks.
time, Vicki.
Yes, my time is now.
That's it.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, how about Michelle Chick? Where do you live, Michelle Chick?
Hey, I live in Monmouth, Maine, and I have been a consultant since the very end of April, like maybe the last day or two of April. And I want to build my business because I need the extra money. So, and who doesn't, right?
That's right. If we're going to do this, let's make some money, right?
Yeah.
Good. Awesome. Thanks, Michelle. All right, Terry, it's your turn.
Hi. Hope everybody can hear me. I kind of have a sore throat.
Oh, no. Yeah, no, we can hear you.
Okay. I live in Otisfield, Maine. And I've been involved with Pampered Chef for like 2.5 years now.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to build my business because I got involved to earn new products, and now I want to earn more money.
Good. That's what's fun is that's a very valid reason too, that anybody, these consultants that have been around for a while too, things change in our life. And so our why changes pretty regularly.
Exactly.
Too. Yeah, that's great. All right. Thanks, Terry. Okay. I see Kelly. She's muted. Kelly, can you hear us? But I can't. Oh,
Yes, I can hear you.
oh, good. Kelly, so where do you live, hun?
In Kansas.
Kansas. Whose team are you on, Kelly? The Terry Bales Nichols
Terry's.
team? Yeah. Oh, good. All right, Kelly. Now,
Yeah.
how long have you been a consultant, Kelly?
Since May.
Okay. And then why do you want to build your business?
To load up my 401k.
Oh, 401k. So for retirement?
Yes.
Great reason. Good. Awesome. We're glad you're here, Kelly.
Thank you.
Jenny Buck from Salem Township.
Last week, yes.
That's-
I'm Jenny Buck from Salem Township, which is in Maine. I have no idea how long I've been a consultant, Anna. I don't remember.
I would have to look. It's quite a few years.
It's been a few years.
Yeah, just a few.
No, you're naked. No. No. Sorry. Kids are going to bed. It's hot. They don't wear their clothes at night. Of course, they want to be on camera, but
Yeah. No, you're naked. No.
With my recent legs, and I've been on bed rest for a couple of weeks, and it surprisingly takes a toll on not just yourself, your personal self as well. And I need some. And this has always been a good way for me to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We need some positivity.
Yeah.
All right. Good. Good, Jenny. All right, Amanda Strayer, can you hear me? It's just black in your picture. Can you hear us?
Yes, sorry.
Hi, Amanda. So, Amanda,
Hi.
tell us where you live.
I live in New Gloucester.
In Maine. And then how long have you been a consultant?
I believe a little over 2 months now.
Yes. And then what is your why to why you want to build your business?
At this moment, it's to pay off my soon-to-be student loans.
Yeah, because you're almost done, right?
Yes, I have about 4 days left, I think.
Yay! And that'll give you your what? Your master's?
My bachelor's in business.
Yay! Good for you, Amanda. I know that this has been a long time coming.
Yeah, just a little.
Yeah, good. That's awesome. So now you can use all that business training on paying off your business.
Hopefully.
Yeah, all your bills. Good. Well, I'm glad you're here, Amanda.
Thank you.
And Shannon? Yeah, you get to talk. You're okay. You're on mute. You want me to unmute you? There you are.
I got it.
Hi.
I have been a consultant for, it will be 5 years at the end of October. My original why was my house. You know what? Now I don't want to do my job that I have right now anymore. So I want to build this so I can just be done with that.
That's awesome. And she's done that so far. How many new consultants did you just welcome in the last week?
2,
Yeah.
but 5. What is it? 5 or 4 in the past month?
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's awesome. Yay, Shannon. All right. And then we have, is it Rebecca?
Yes.
How are you? Where do you live?
I live in Hayworth, Illinois.
Okay. Another one from Sales Nichols organization, I believe. Yay. Good. And how long have you been a consultant?
Well, I joined last February, March timeframe. My daughter had a little bit of problems with her pregnancy, so I went with her to Florida, and then probably really started at the end of April, 1st of May.
Okay.
Started getting busy.
Great. And so what's your why for building your business?
I have several. Of course, financial would be always helpful. Social's a big one.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the products. The products wowed me, besides Terry. So.
I know. Terry's hard to resist. I know.
Yeah.
Oh, my word. All right. Drama. Okay, good. Thank you, Rebecca.
No problem.
And our friend Amy. Hi, Amy. Where do you live, Amy? Yeah, you're on mute. There you are. Oh, we can't hear you. Did we have this problem before? We can't hear you. Oh, there, she's going away totally. Oh. She could always type. Amy, if you wanted to, you could always type. We can't hear you. You could type that in the bottom in the chat. All right, I'm gonna move. Okay, we're gonna move on. Okay. Okay, I see Ray. Is Ray here?
Yeah,
Hi, Ray. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Good. Where do you live, Ray?
I live in Normal, Illinois.
Okay. And then how long have you been a consultant?
In October, it'll be a year.
Oh, good. And so what's your why for building your business?
I'd have to say product right now.
Oh, are you excited? I know you were at conference. Are you excited about the new stuff?
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I already ordered most of it.
Oh, you did? Good. So we got to
Already
pay
have it
off
out.
ordering all that stuff then.
What?
Do we have to pay off ordering all that stuff?
It's already paid for.
Oh, it's already paid. Okay, good. So we just want more. Well, good. We're glad you're here, Ray.
Thank you.
And we have Catherine. We're seeing the roof of her car. I already talked to Catherine earlier. Hi, Catherine.
Hi.
Catherine has 5 children in the car. So they've been all weekend running around. Oh, there they all are. So, Catherine, so where do you live, Catherine?
I live in Augusta, Maine.
And you've been a consultant for how long?
Less than a week.
Less than a week. And
Yes.
She's on fire. She's ready to rock and roll. So what is your why for building your business right now, Catherine?
So I can pick up chicks. No, I'm just kidding. Financial, social, something to do for myself. Aside from parenting. I'm a stay-at-home mom otherwise, so just something kind of fun to keep me busy when I'm not already busy.
Yeah. Good. Good, good. Well, again, we're glad you're here. You and your whole big brood of children.
Thank you.
Good. Hi, Carrie.
Hi.
Hi. So tell us, Carrie, where do you live now?
Now I'm in Michigan. I am from Maine, though. So all of you Mainers telling me where you live, I'm like, oh, I've lived there and there and there. I just started last month, and it was more or less something I kind of grew up with, always fun, loved the parties, terrible at having parties, whatever. But anyway, and so now we're in the position where I am taking care of my little kiddo, and so I'm just trying to hope to make ends meet a little bit and kind of venture out doing my own thing, kind of taking a risk, which is something I don't often do. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, good. Well, hopefully, again, this is going to give you some good basics to sort of build on with all the fun stuff you're doing. So
nice, cool.
Good, good, good. All right, and then we have Jenny Olmanson.
I'm here.
Okay, good. How are you, Jenny?
I'm good.
Where do you live?
Duluth, Minnesota.
Minnesota. And then
You can hear my accent, I'm sure.
Yes, I love it. So Jenny, how long have you been a consultant?
Oh, geez, almost 30 days, I think.
Yeah.
Like 3 days shy.
Yes,
30
I know
days.
you're coming up on your 30 day. And then what are you looking to build your business for right now?
Right now it's just to have a rainy day fund, and hopefully we'll begin doing an addition in the next year.
Oh, fun.
So, yeah.
That's a big why.
Yes.
That's an exciting why. Yeah. And you've really started off really well too, so that's exciting.
Yes, I'm excited to keep it going too.
Good. Good, good. All right, thank you. All right, and the last we have is Rebecca. Can you hear us, Rebecca? There's
Me?
Oh, is that you, Rebecca?
Yes, I already spoke once.
It's the same Rebecca?
Yeah.
No, there's
Unless it's
another
someone
one down. There's another Rebecca on the screen. Is that you there? No, that can't be you too. Does anybody else see the other Rebecca on the screen?
I think Rebecca called in on an audio, and then she was able to get her video to work. Is that right, Rebecca?
Yeah, that's
So
correct.
she's on
I'm challenged.
So let me see if I can, I'm going to remove that other Rebecca. Do you want to remove Rebecca? Yes, that Rebecca. Okay, but you're still
yes.
there. Okay, good. So we're good. Okay, good. So I know that took a little bit of time, but I just want to, again, I think it's interesting, again, to sort of hear where everybody is. We've got a lot of different people from all over. But again, I love that we're going to do some really good basics through this for new consultants, but then again, for those that just need a good, you know, like bust in the butt, right, Krista? Like, let's get going, let's focus, that we can do that as well. What we're going to do, and I just want to talk about a couple things just as we're going to be starting. One of the things it's one of the things that we're going to talk about throughout the next few weeks. It might ask you guys to stretch a little bit. I know, Carrie, you were just saying, I'm thinking Carrie said that, you know, some of this is like a little bit out of your comfort zone anyway, just doing direct sales anyway. But I think that's always good. You know, we talk about stretching our comfort zone, not like busting right out of it. You know, if you think about your comfort zone as sort of a bubble that we're just sort of pushing it out a little bit, stretching it a little bit. We don't want like bursting bubbles and guts going all over. So, but just to be ready for that, you know, I think that if we're going to build and we want to grow, sometimes that's required too. And what I find is that a lot of people become more comfortable if we can change our attitude. If your attitude or your beliefs of what you think is going to happen or what you think always happens, if those are sort of in line, or if you can change what those are. For example, I had a call, and this would not relate to anybody that was on here, so that's good. I had a call, for example, with a new consultant, a young consultant that lives out west. And she was saying that she's a chef, which is wonderful, and she loves to cook. She was saying that she did not want to tell anybody that she was with Pampered Chef, because all of her friends and the people she knows think that they automatically hear MLMs, you know, or direct sales, which we're not an MLM, but if direct sales, anything like that, and they automatically will not come to parties. Nobody wants to do any of that. They see that stuff on email or Facebook and they just shut it down. They don't want to do. This is exactly what she's telling me. So she actually is going to trick people to come to her parties, like her launch party and her Facebook, because she's going to do it as a, I know how to cook, comes here, I'm going to show you how to cook some stuff. And then she's going to sort of, you know, weed in the Pampered Chef stuff. So, what we're going to talk about is how that belief of what she has of that, which probably stems from the fact that she was a consultant for another direct sales, which is another direct sales company that's sort of tanking right now. And that's everywhere all over, that has to do with leggings. And that's what she was talking about. So her experience is that she would talk about this. We all wear it, right, Michelle? I'll have our leggings. We love them. But that she would have that company. That was what she was representing before. And she would talk about that. She'd ask people over. She'd try to do a Facebook party with those leggings. And nobody wants to be involved. Nobody wants to come. There's 25,000 of them. They're all over. And we discussed that about how, you know, a lot of the other direct sales, you're schlepping stuff around. Whereas with Pampered Chef, we know people want to be involved with Pampered Chef because it's an experience. Whether you're doing a cooking show, you're creating an experience. If you have a virtual party and it's an experience in itself with tips and ideas and recipes, it's a lot different. Am I breaking up a lot for everybody? What's that?
Not for me.
Really, you can't even hear me? Why is that doing that?
I don't know. It just keeps breaking.
Anna, when you stay closer to your microphone, it's better.
Like this? Wendy, this is better?
Yes.
Yes.
Right up like this? Should I get closer?
Like when you lean back, you kind of break up.
Oh, okay.
I think it helps if we all do it.
We all get really close?
We all get really close.
Yes, it might too be that there's some background noise. That could break it up too. So if anybody's on still not muted and you've got background noise, maybe to mute yourself because the background noise could, I know, pull away from me. It might be Catherine's 5 beautiful children who we love. Okay, so I'll stay up really close like this. So, but you guys got my gist of that being the belief, right? That what her experience is from the past, but that has affected her her belief with her business. So what we're going to talk about though is, did anybody pull up? There's the belief triangle. Did anybody look at that? That was one of the things that I asked you to print out. If you didn't, at least if you saw that. Oh, good. Good. You guys have it. Oh, good. Okay, Krista just drew it on her thing. So here's something that I want to make sure, because here's something that I'm going to tell you right now before we even start. And I know we're going to do more of this in our, I know the Veerling organization, we're having our team meeting tomorrow night, and we're going to talk a lot about this. Anybody that went to national conference heard this over and over again. Business with the Pampered Chef right now is amazing. We are growing by leaps and bounds. Michael, get out of the picture. You're distracting the meeting. We're growing by leaps and bounds. Our Pampered Chef businesses right now, the fact that in a year and a half that our sales averages went from $450 as the national sales average of a party is now over $600 in a year and a half. That we had people on the stage, being Jonas, going at the end of it saying we're back. Pampered business right now is in an absolute incline in our sales business. It's a really exciting time to be involved in this company. So I'm going to tell you that right now. There's lots of business out there. I'll tell you as well, this is a sneak peek, that the our organization, the Veerling organization in itself, did $40,000 more in sales in this past July than we did the July before. $40,000 more from 1 year to July to July. That is amazing. So right now, if anybody has any question about beliefs, this is where your belief should be. That business is amazing. Okay? Let's look at your belief triangle now. And let's look at how that works. So it starts at the top with belief, and then you've got an arrow down that says what? What's the next arrow? Action, yeah? And then the next arrow goes to results, and then we go back up to belief. So let's have an example here. So this poor girl who thinks that nobody wants to do anything with direct sales, okay, that's her belief. Nobody wants anything to do with direct sales. So if nobody wants to have to do direct sales, I'm pulling teeth getting her to try to book parties, okay? She doesn't, direct sales is she wants to do Pampered sales, nobody wants to do parties. So her action is she's not booking parties. So her results are going to be what? No sales and no parties, which is going to make her belief that, yep, nobody wants to do parties. Okay, do you see how that works? So let's just think, and I'll have you guys unmute. What could be another negative belief that maybe you've thought of in the past? Like maybe a negative belief in your business. Some of you that are brand new, this has nothing to do with, but maybe it has even in the last few weeks. But what could you think of as a negative belief? Krista, you unmuted. What is yours? You want to talk?
Is that me?
Yeah.
The belief that I can't do it. I mean, I just.
Okay, so you can't do it. You can't do what? You can't do Pampered
I can't go in front of. I can't go up in front of people. I can't talk.
Okay, good. Okay, stop there. Okay. So your belief is I can't talk. I can't do. So okay. So what ended up when your belief is that? What's your action?
I make myself do it, which is what I make. I put everything to the back. I go in, and I did it.
Okay. So here's what I'm going to tell you then. Then your belief changed. Because if your belief is, because regularly, if your belief truly is that you can't do it, Your action would be that you won't do it. And I think you go through months of that you just don't do it, right? And then your results are that you have no bookings. So
Right.
your belief again is, it's a cycle that way. But when you have a belief of a time when, all right, listen, I need this, I can do this, then you book parties, and then you have great parties when you have parties, which starts your belief kind of thing. It's when your belief sort of tanks, that's when you start having some drops in that. So
Because once I get back in myself into that spot where I'm like, I can't.
all right, you're freezing. Is that everybody? Is she freezing for everybody or just me?
Yeah, no, she froze.
Okay. Now she's back. That's because she lives in J.
Oh.
All right, so that's a good one. Anybody else have a belief that you've dealt with in this kind of a thought process?
Well, mine is similar to that one that you had, that story you just told is, I've never done this before, so this is way out of my comfort zone. Going up in front of people and talking is like, my tongue's going to get all twisted. I'm going to get beet red. Everything that comes out of my mouth is going to be wrong.
Yeah.
So I like doing the virtual parties, but I can't get people to book parties.
So but let's go back to what this belief is. So I'm going to think that your belief is that you're tongue-tied, that you're not going to be able to stand up in front of people. So what has your action been then for booking shows?
I have not booked any cooking shows. I have somebody that I believe will do one.
Yeah.
And I'm going to push myself really far out of my comfort zone. I'm going to see if she'll do it.
But again, that means for you to do that, Wendy, that means that you're changing your belief on it. Because
I am. After conference, things have changed. I really want to do.
Good.
I really.
And that means in your head, you're saying, I can do this then too.
Yes. I'm trying very hard not to be negative at all. Because Shannon's going to flip me in the ear.
Yeah, she doesn't want her earlobe flicked. That's why.
No, but I really do. I love the product, and I think people everywhere like the product. It's hard. It's really hard.
Well, I think to change our belief is very hard. And I think that especially if it's a belief that we've had for a long time, and that we've sort of, you get stuck in your habits on that too.
Yeah.
So, that makes sense.
Working on it.
Yeah. So, I mean, those two examples, though, from Krista and Wendy are both examples, again, of that positive kind of belief. To say, I can do this, the action's going to be that you're going to go out and ask for bookings, and your result is going to be that you're going to get some bookings, and you're going to go do them, and you're going to be fabulous at them, or at least you get through them, and people buy stuff, and they're going to book again. And then your results or your belief is going to be strengthened that, yes, I can do this. I've been able to do it. I can do it. And to be able to.
I think once I do it, that's all I need is just doing it and getting some sales, and everything will change.
Yes.
It's just getting the booking or getting bookings from a show.
Yes. Absolutely. And that, again, is what we're going to do. We're going to do the trainings that we're going to go through, just so you guys know this. The next week's training is going to be booking by out and about. Like booking, like if you don't have a show to get a booking at, how do we get some bookings right now? That's going to be the first thing. And out and about and those different ways. The second, yes, Terry.
No, keep going. I want to say that. Go ahead.
Okay, and then the second one is going to be how to get bookings from your parties, because that's really important too, because we're going to work really hard to get bookings on your calendar. If what we want to do is you want to get really good at getting bookings from the shows that you're going to. That's the place you want to be. You don't want to have to constantly be calling and looking for bookings. If we can be at a show, have a audience that we can get bookings from, that's going to be that's going to be the good place. Then we're going to go into host coaching, which I talk about. I know we were just talking, Catherine, earlier, that that's, I think, key to the business, because you can work really hard to get all these bookings, but host coaching is going to make a difference whether those shows are going to hold, whether they're going to cancel, whether they're going to postpone, whether you've got a lot of good people there for more leads, for more bookings. It really is key that it affects a lot. So we're going to go over host coaching as well. And then we're going to go over recruiting as well. Recruiting is something that is a basics to our business. You can't have a business without knowing and being aware that there are other people there that are going to want to do this too. Doris Christopher, when she started this, she had no thought of anybody wanting to do this with her. And she started winning. I think when the first person wanted to do it with her, she was like, no, I'm good. That's what she said. Can you imagine? She didn't recruit anybody. So that was the, there are going to be people there, and you've got to be ready for that. And that will really build you. And we're going to talk about recruiting. And we will end up finishing up. And I do want to talk about what those benefits for you, adding people to your team as well. And we'll sort of end on that. Terry, did you have something?
No, I just had to leave.
Oh, Terry.
The dog started barking.
Oh, that's okay. Oh, good. Terry Fields Nichols, did you have something?
Yeah, for anybody that is having a belief that might be, for lack of a word, broken, we have a saying, it's called fake it till you make it. And just do what you want to do, and then your belief becomes the reality, because you'll see the results from the actions that you did. But the other saying is, if you believe you can, you will. If you believe you can't, you won't. So you guys just have to think about those. They're really powerful statements, but it's really true. I mean, we've all been there where we think, no. And we have a good little person over here telling us all the good positive stuff, and then we have that one over here saying all the negative stuff. You got to kick the negative person off and only listen to the positive one, because your positive little person over here, or your angel or your devil or whatever you want to call them, this negative one is the one saying, no, you can't, you cannot be good at this, and you got to come over here and listen that you are good, you're a good person, you can do anything you put your mind to. This is fake it till you make it. This one is don't try. So just think about that. You're going to think about these crazy little hands. But I'm telling you, it's true. Anna's laughing at me, but I
am laughing. But you know what? I think that it's an important thing to think about. And here's where I want to talk about the belief. The belief issue can definitely be in yourself. Some of you are thinking, I have no problems believing in myself. I know I can do this. I can go and just rock this, and your belief in yourself is right. So that might not affect you. But I'm going to tell you, I want you at all times to think about this, because there are thoughts that summer is a horrible time to book a party. Nobody wants to host parties in the summer. Okay. Again, we did $40,000 more in sales last month. The other thing is, nobody wants to be a Pampered Chef consultant, or if they already have a really good job, if they're already a lawyer or a doctor, they're not going to want to be a Pampered Chef consultant. We've had attorneys, defense attorneys on our team that are Pampered Chef consultants, very professional people that want to do Pampered Chef for the products. A lot of that was your why, or just for something different or something fun to do. This is their fun job. So it really can be anything for anybody, but those are also comparable when we're talking about the belief cycle. The fact that you believe nobody wants to be a Pampered Chef consultant, that's going to affect your action. That's going to affect your results, and then it's going to go back to your belief. So just to sort of keep that in mind too. The other thing I asked you to print off or to take a look at was the 90-day tracker. That's something that we're all going to keep in, that's sort of going to be your Pampered Chef Business Builder's sort of Bible to sort of keep in front of you, by your desk, in your calendar, pretty much for the next 5 weeks, next 6 weeks that we're going to do this. And here's the thing is why I'm going to do is that winners keep score. That's what I'm going to tell. Winners keep score. If anybody's ever been on Weight Watchers, if you've ever been on any kind of, I mean, that's what I always go back to, is that if I don't track what I'm eating, then I think I'm doing a whole lot better, than I actually am. But here's the thing, is that I'll tell you that this happens as well, and directors can tell you, or anybody that's been around for a long time, that I could say to you, oh yeah, my attendance is great. I have no problem with attendance. If I actually go through and look at it and write it down, I may say that I've got some issues there. And so that tracker, the 90-day tracker, is really good to do a couple things. You notice on there, it shows what you have booked. It'll show what shows actually held, how many people how many orders you had, or how many attendance, how many bookings you got, how much information you gave out for recruiting. Again, these are all topics that we're going to go through. This is going to be really indicative. Is that a word? Indicative? Yeah, of where your business is. And that's what's going to help us as directors to be able to talk with you and go over that. So what I would love for you to do, so we can get a jump start, is to take where it says month 1, make month 1 this month, make month 1 August. So you can go ahead and track what you've had going so far and what you still have booked for August, okay? And then make the next month September, and then the next month will be October. So that's how you'll write for your 3 months, and that's how we'll be able to track it and see what you guys have for in there, and just sort of keep track. So every time you have a party. Now, virtual parties, again, you're going to do very much the same thing. If you know how many people you have going or how many people you're interacting, that's going to be your number of guests that you have, because that's going to be indicative. If you go through, the month and you're having a hard time with orders, or having a hard time with sales, but we see that that you really only had 4 people involved in each one of your virtual parties, that's where we need to maybe focus as the host coaching and trying to get more people. Okay, does that make sense? Does anybody have questions about the 90-day tracker? Okay.
Question.
Yes.
So when you're talking party attendance or virtual party, are you talking to people that are marked going, or your actual orders?
Not orders. It would be more marked going.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
What if it's a group instead of an event, though, and you just have people added?
Then you need
people who are participating?
Yes, you would have to do it that way. You'd have to figure out how many people are liking, and yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
When you have groups, if you go into members, you can look down your members and it will tell you who has joined.
Oh, who has actually said, yes, I want to be in?
Yes, who's actually joined the group. Under their name, it will say joined if they have joined the group.
Oh.
Versus being added?
Well, you've added 150 people, right, or whatever, but you can go into the members and under their name, if they actually, because there's a joined on the group.
Right.
So if you go in, the other people, like your host that you've added, from what I've understood, she can't see it, but we can see it. We can go in there and we can see 25 people joined out of the 150 that you added.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
I have a question too.
Yes.
When you're talking about the virtual parties, is that when they actually comment and participate, or joined, and you said not counting just the orders? I mean, I see people look at it, but they don't comment.
I've gone around with this, and again, it's just all part of our learning to adapt to the virtual, because I see huge potential. I know some of you are basing your businesses. We've had consultants totally build businesses on virtual, and I do quite a bit of virtual too, but I do events. So that's what I'm just thinking about, whether you go. Do you think, Pam, if they click that they've joined, if it's a group, do you think if they've clicked they've joined, that means that they've been at least seeing some of the posts?
They will see most of the posts. What I have been told is 1/4 of the people that you add will join. 1/4 of the people that join will participate. 1/4 of the people that participate will order.
That takes it down a lot.
That's a good way to look at it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
It
and
does.
if you've got 40 people who have clicked join, you're going to be you'll notice that you might have 10 people playing. It is pretty close to accurate.
So would you say, if you were going to keep track of, and again, here's what it comes to, is that we want to track those people that are going to make an impact on your business in some way. So should we?
I would write down anybody who played a game once or twice. I wouldn't put down the ones that joined, because they are there, but sometimes they join and then they'll go up and they'll click that they don't want the notification. So then they're seeing a post once in a while, you know. So if they've played a game or commented on something or introduced themselves, that kind of thing, yeah, I wouldn't say that you can count all 40 of them because they're not participating.
Okay. That's valid. Is that good, Rebecca?
Yes, thank you. I appreciate that.
Good. So I like that, because again, that's the number that we can affect. Because like you said, the more people we can get joined, that percentage goes up, and those are the people that, even if they don't order, they're participating. You're able to build a relationship. That's really the key, whether it's virtual. So, okay, good. Thank you for that, Pam.
Pam, can you share that statistic on the page? Because I heard a fourth, and a fourth. I don't do as many virtuals. So right now, my brain just heard a fourth. But when I'm going and tracking my stuff, I'm going to need a reminder of what you said so I can go back and look at it in real numbers when it's actually being applied.
Right. Well, that's one reason why they say you want to add, when you're having a virtual party, you do want to add like 200 people. Now, they have said in like the meetings when they're telling you to do groups, that's different, because those people you're actually inviting and they're accepting to come. It's a whole different thing.
So do you know how to do that, Pam, to write that statistic on the Business Builders page?
Yeah, it's just 1/4 of one-fourth of who you add. Yeah. Put it on this page.
You know Terry needs it all spelled out for you, Pam.
Okay. Yep.
You know what Terry needs. Just give it to her and then she'll be happy.
Okay.
I'm just needy. I'm sure I'm not the only one.
Terry knows I'm needy too.
We found out we're very similar. But I know I'm not the only person that, and Rebecca too. Hey, I know I'm not the only one who hears stuff that it may not always sink in the first time that you say it, and that you need to hear it again.
Right.
Thank you, Tori. I don't know you, but thank you for nodding, because I hear you agreeing with me loud and clear. I'm doing it for Tori, really. It's really not about me. It's about Tori.
All right.
Or you need to read it
before you can understand it.
Right.
Okay. All right. So this is what I wanted to do. This is how easy your homework is and your assignment is going to be for this week. Your assignment for this week is to get that 90-day tracker filled out for what you have booked so far. So through August, October. Some of you might have shows already booked for it. So if you have no shows booked, then you're not going to put anything on. But as much as you have, let's get that filled out right now for what we have. The next week's call, again, is going to be on bookings and sort of bookings out and about. The second assignment is going to be, because I think that this will help this, is even if you're not a new consultant, to go back to PC University. And some of you brand new consultants are going like, I have that right here, like I'm working on it right now, and that'll be fine. I want you to print out or do whatever you need to, Krista, if you can't print it out, the launch list. Because even those of you that we are restarting your business, let's get a launch list going. So we're restarting, we're giving it a reboost, but to go into PC University, I think it's in your first 24 hours or something like that for a new consultant. Everybody know what I'm talking about, the launch list?
Yes.
Okay, so if anybody's not, we can talk, but I can show you on my thing, but we're gonna go under PC University. You're gonna, oh, now it's bumping me up, but I think it's under the first or second, it's one of those resources. And to print out your launch list and to fill that in. I think it asks for 40 people. Debbie, you know 40 people, don't give me that look. Debbie, you know everybody. You're a cop's wife like I am. You know everybody.
It's true.
It
They
is.
They call me the mayor.
Yes. You easily could put 40 people on. Okay, so you're going to come to the next call next week with your launch list and your 90-day tracker all printed up. That's going to be your job for, that's easy, right? That's not stretching anything. Easy. Right?
And we need to schedule a call with each of them. We want to talk to you each this week. Is that also part of the?
Yeah, that's part of it, that with your directors to have a call. Yes, that you need to check in with your directors this week too. That's part of that in this call. Michelle, I know you. So Michelle, you need to talk to Amy. You'll have to talk to Amy.
Michelle, you can call me. I don't know if you can call me.
I don't know. I'm not sure I can talk to Amy this week.
Okay, so have a call with your director. Schedule at least sort of a check-in so you can get sort of an idea of where you are. Launch list and your 90-day tracker. Next week, 7:30 Eastern time. We'll set up the Zoom. You'll get the link for that too. Feel free on that page too. That page is for you guys. So what's great about that is if you see something during the week, like sort of a little motivation or something fun or exciting, or, you know, or if you have something to celebrate, like, you know, that, oh my gosh, I have nothing on my calendar. All of a sudden now I have 2 things on my calendar, whatever. Like, that's what we want to use that page for, is to get to know each other that way, and to, you know, encourage and sort of go through all of that too. So, okay, guys, thank you guys so much. It's been fun getting to know you guys. I'm excited about this little journey we're going on. So we'll talk to you next week then, okay?
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.